next new technique. All right, we're going to practice today. We've got a side punch in this form, and it's in a back L stance. I know we've done them in horse stance, we've done them in fixed stance, but this will be the first one where we need to keep the stance shorter than, of course, the fixed stance or the horse stance. All right, so we're in an L stance for the side punch. Just remember on this side punch that we do want to get a really good reaction. Really good reaction. We'll get the shoulders and the hips involved in this side punch. All right, reaction arm back on the side. All right, so let's get a few on the other side. All right, other leg in front. Make sure our hips are down, leaning back a little bit. I've got my right leg in front. All right, now my left arm is reaching out. Right hand is back on my side. I pull the hand back and go. Pull it back and go. Pull it back and go. All in one motion. We don't want to make it a circular motion, right? All right, just pull back to the side and make the side punch. All right. All right. Next technique is definitely going to be a new technique. All right. This is called a pressing block. The pressing block will end up here and here. We're going to be the hands are going to be about shoulder wide. All right, and you'll see this hand is just slightly to the outside. I'm going to let my elbow flare out just a teeny tiny little bit. All right, not big. All right, just not here. You'll find when you do this, you feel tension in the arm, and as soon as you let those elbows come out away from your body just a little bit, you'll feel them relaxing. All right, so this block starts here and basically just comes down like this. All right, starts here, the hands come together and down. All right, so primary blocking tool the book shows is this one, that there's a kick coming in from this back angle, and we're hitting the top of the foot and basically making that block here. Now in this form, this pressing block is done slowly though, so we come down and into it like this. So high and low and down and up, down and up as we go into this pressing block. All right, let's get a few on the other side. So now I've got my right leg in front, my right hand is down, and my left hand is up high, and the hands come in and down. So again, not forward, just slightly elbow out, and same here, not in, just elbow, just slightly out, hands are shoulder wide. All right, so we're going to start left hand high, right hand low, and this block is done slowly in the pattern. You can do it fast so you can kind of get a feel for the two blocks, but it's supposed to be done slowly as we do this, Joong Gun pattern. Again, I kind of felt my elbow being a little bit tense. I just need to relax that a little bit more and let that elbow stay out. All right. All right, so there's the pressing block. All right. As we go into that move, I feel like we need to kind of practice the stance. The idea is that we're supposed to be moving very, very, very slowly out and into a front stance. All right. So to make this move as smooth as possible, you want to keep your weight on your back leg as much as you can. And as this leg is going out, think about lifting the leg without lifting it. Kind of keep the muscles engaged so the foot is just barely on the floor. And that can help us slide out into this move. All right. So as we have the weight centered, I've got my right leg out in front. I want to get real heavy on this back leg. All right. And again, kind of pick your right leg up a few times. But as you let that foot kind of go out the floor, kind of think rising the toe up off the ground just a little bit as you're pushing that forward. All right. If not, you're going to end up struggling trying to get your foot out there in this front stance. All right. So let's practice on the other side. So as we go into this again, keep heavy on the back leg, and as you're sliding this out, think lifting the toes up as we go into this. All right. It doesn't have to be super slow, but don't make it fast either, right? All right, so just take your time as we go out and slide into this front stance. Again, acting like you're lifting that toe up as we go out into that. Now, as we do this, as we do the palm press, we're going to be sliding into our front stance or the walking stance, all right? All right, so the hands will start here, and as that foot is sliding out, we're going into that palm press. All right, let's get a few on the other side. All right, so my right leg is the one that's going to be sliding out. So that hand needs to be down, and the left hand is going to come up high. All right, so my starting position is here. I'm going to slide out and into the block. All right, so again, my right leg is forward, my right hand is down, left hand is up high. And again, slowly going into that move. All right, so there's your pressing block and being able to kind of slide out into that front stance. All right, so we got two more moves I want to drill to make this form. And that's going to be the angle punch. All right, the left foot is going to be coming to the right foot as basically we have action and reaction, right? So in the form, the left leg is coming to the right leg very slowly as the hands come around into this, what we would call a hooking punch, right? All right, so the ITF calls this an angle punch, all right? Not quite all the way to the shoulder, just back on this side of the shoulder. Not in the center of the body either, just a little bit more forward of that line. All right, so if you kind of bring your left leg out and bring your left hand out and right hand on your side or just away from your side, and then just kind of bring your left foot to your right foot as the hands and the feet work together at the same time. All right, left leg is going to come in as the hand comes around in front for the angle punch. All right. Now, the last new move in this pattern is going to be a U-shaped block. This is done in a fixed stance. So remember, a fixed stance is kind of horse stance length, right? But I'm going to step out just a little bit and have my feet in this L shape. The bottom hand, the elbow is going to be close to my belt, all right? And the hand is turned in like this. So you can see the yoke of the hand facing forward, all right? The top hand is going to come in, and just think that you're going to have your forearm almost, or bicep almost attached to your head here, like this. And what I want to do is I want to have the top hand directly over the bottom hand, all right? Both thumbs are facing away from my body. Instead of here, both thumbs are backwards. All right, so in this U-shaped block, the hands are going to come back and forward, come back and forward. And you see, this is not necessarily attached right here, but it is out in front of my forehead. All right. So from this angle, you'll see I'm going to bring my hands back just a little bit, and then have the forward motion for the U-shaped punch. Make sure the body sits down in the stance, both knees are bent, and just make sure we're not back here like this. We do want to bring that right arm over and bow that back a little bit so we can get that right hand directly on top of the left hand. Back and forward, back and forward. All right, same thing on the other side. So I've got my right leg out. Again, if you make your horse stance, your sitting stance, all right, bring the right foot back a little bit and turn the toes out. We should be there. The elbow is close to the body, close to your belt, and the thumb is pointed backwards. All right, the left hand is going to come over and get out on top of the right hand here. And now we have the U-shaped block. So you can see why it's called U-shaped block now, right? All right, so the starting position, we're going to bring the hands back and forward, back and forward. Just make sure that we have one on top of the other, and not here, again, one on top of the other like this. All right, so come back and forward, come back and forward, back and forward, one more, back and forward for the U-shaped block. All right, there's all of your new techniques in Joong Gun. I suggest practicing each one of these techniques over and over and over. Go through this video several times, and then it'll be much easier to go through Joong Gun pattern, to memorize it, because you've done the techniques a lot, the single techniques a lot, then we can put the moves together. All right, thank you very much. You guys know how to get in touch with me if you have any questions at all.